All right. So, hi, good afternoon, Hong. Welcome to our class, LMS BIP IELTS 4 class. Again, for this afternoon, I'll be your teacher, Ms. Cha of Alaska English. All right. So, before we dive into the lesson, can I ask, how are you?
I'm I'm not very well. I'm had a headache.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. So, I suggest you can drink a lot of water, but not too cold. All right. Maybe
Yes.
because of the weather. Yeah, I think that's the problem. All right. So anyway, so looking back, as you know, what we're doing is we are referring into some sort of actually it's a page. All right, because I'm browsing the book that they gave me for IELTS, and I think it's more on exercises, and I think it won't help you enough when we focus on that book. That is the reason why, as you see, for the past few days we are doing the IELTS by Kit, right? Wherein teacher is going to teach you some vocabulary. I'll be giving you some examples like that. But luckily, as I'm browsing my old stuff, my my resources when I was in Ving City before, I found a book that has a Vietnamese translation and it is an IELTS book. All right. So with this one, I think it would be very beneficial for you. So without further ado, let's begin. All right. So, as you see, we are already done with daily routines. But again, since I found a book, so I'll grab the opportunity to restart again. So you can use this for future reference. Okay. So, with this one, we are going to start with, by the way, were you able to prepare for your homework?
And
Not yet. You
no,
forgot. Okay, it's okay. I'll give you time for later. All right. So how about this one? Just a starter. Before you give me your idea about it, so how can you consider yourself? Are you a morning person or a night person?
I think I'm a morning person.
All right. So, without analyzing the difference, could you explain to Miss Cha what is your understanding? What's the difference between morning person and night person? What do we mean by that?
I think morning person is the person do anything in the morning and have a lot of energy in the morning.
All right. How about a
And
night person?
night person is always always do work or something in the night at night or can go out or have a lot of energy at night.
Yeah. All right. So actually, with this one, there are also words that you can use. All right, it's like a metaphor that you could use. So what you've explained are all right. So a morning person, it's like they are very productive when it comes in the morning, and vice versa, a night person is productive in the evening. All right, so actually a morning person in some other contexts in English, they are also called as early birds. Early birds, early from the words itself, early, it signifies the morning, the moment. All right, so you could also say that I am an early bird. You can also describe yourself as that, or a morning person. And on the other hand, if we talk about a night person, there's also a connotation that you could use. On the other hand, the night person could also called as a night owl. All right? Because the bird, the owl, they are very alive. They are alive and they are awake during in the evening. All right? So that's it. So anyway, moving into here, what I have right here is an example on how he described his personality, if he is a morning person or a night person. So with this one, all right. So could you please read it for teacher?
Well, I would say I am an early bird. I can wake up very early in the morning, but I can't stay up late at night. My day usually begins around 5 a.m. And the first thing My is always
Indulging.
indul
Indulging.
indulging in a cup of coffee. It kind helps me to feel alive and be ready for the day. To be honest with you, I am a night
Owl.
owl. I usually get out of the bed quite late, at around 10 a.m. and hit the sack at around 2 a.m. I don't know why, but I can only fully focus on work at night. Every morning I just wanna lie in till almost long time. I am an early riser.
Riser.
I'm used
Early riser.
riser. Riser. I usually wake up at about 5 a.m. and then take rental exercise in the park located near my house. Getting up early is very been
Beneficial.
beneficial to me. It kind
Kinda.
help,
It's
kinda
kinda.
help, kinda helps me feel re- refreshed,
Refreshed. Refreshed.
refreshed and productive. Besides, it also prevents my skin from having wingless.
Okay. So how about with this one? As you can see, actually, by the way, when you say kinda, that is informal. All right. That is a collocation that it signifies kinda. It means kind of. All right. It's like you're speaking it in a more colloquial way. All right. Informal. As you observe, what we always have on the book, it's like something that is you search from the internet, right? It's like everything, every word seems very formal, every wording seems very um by the book. When you say by the book, it's not natural. It's just you just base it on for something. But based on the example, if you're going to analyze, it's like it's very natural. It's like casual talking, right? Because that is IELTS speaking is all about. Because it seems like whenever the examiner asks you a question, it seems like you are just retelling and you should speak it in a natural way. Like, can you see, like, in here, well, I would say I'm an early bird. I can wake up early in the morning, but I can stay up late at night. So you just need to say it in a natural manner, not in the way that you are like making an essay. It's not natural in IELTS. All right. So, anyway, so as you can see, all the highlighted words in here are some of the words that you can use as a future reference on how you can talk about your your topic, which is a morning person or a night person. So actually, these are three different statements: one, two, and three. So you're telling teacher that all right. You're telling teacher that you can relate as an morning person. Okay. So which one do you think? Which one do you agree? The first statement or the third statement? Because Miss Cha is in the middle. I considered myself as a night owl. I always sleep late. Anyway, so in here, which can you relate into? The first paragraph or the third paragraph?
The first.
The first paragraph. Maybe because it's part of your routine, right? Because you're going to school very early, right? Okay. That's good. So anyway, with this one now, let's identify them little by little. What do they mean? All right. So actually, as what I've said, luckily the book that I found, there is a translation in your mother tongue. All right. But the thing is, don't get distracted, okay? Because there's a watermark. Okay, because I don't own personally the book. Anyway, we have our TA to confirm if it's translated right or wrong. Anyway, so right here, so an early bird, that is an idiom. You could also use the word an early riser, a noun praise. Okay. So in here, it means in your mother tongue is this one. How do you say that? Is it ngoy tuk dai som? Is that how you say it? All right. Is that right?
Say in Việt Nam.
Yes. All right. Okay. So by the way, so what do we mean by an early bird? Mm, what's the meaning?
It's a person who wake
Who
up
gets up?
who gets up rise very early.
All right, so that's it. It's meaning you cannot just use the word early bird or actually this one. An early bird, you can use this for someone who is always punctual. You know, they are always on time. They are very early. It seems like the call time is 7 o'clock. They are right there at 6:45. So they are considered as an early bird. Okay, a person who gets up arrives very early, but the word early riser from the word rise, right? As the sun rise. So an early riser only refer for the person who gets up early, okay? Only in waking up because of the word riser, right? Next one, what do we have? Of course, you know this one. Wake up or to stop sleeping. All right. Next, we have stay up late. That is the good thing about this. Also, what kind of phrasal verb, all right, or idiom, it is also included here. Okay, stay up late. All right, this one. To go to bed later than usual. All right, now, how about this one? Talk about this. Indulge in. Indulge. Indulge in doing. All right, meaning an activity, something
Uh,
you need to talk about.
Something verb.
All right, or that one, this one. That is a translation in your mother tongue. And how do you explain that in English?
To allow yourself to have or do something that you like. It bas- it's basically something that is considered bad for you.
All right, so that's it. So it's like you are doing a certain activity that you know for a fact that it's considered bad for you. Like, like for example, I could say, I used to indulge in watching K drama. All right, in midnight. All right, so with that, the word indulged in, referring into something that is bad for me because I'm still awake at midnight. All right. So of course we have this one. To feel alive or feel alive, a verb phrase meaning. All right. So how could you use this phrase? What does it mean?
To feel full of emotion, excitement, activity.
All right. So how about I said this already, a night owl, right? So a person who enjoys staying up late at night. All right. So how about this one? Hit the sock. Is it dingu? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
It means
To go to bed.
to go to bed. Exactly. All right. This one. What do we mean by lie in?
Uh, Lie in to stay in bed after the time you usually get up.
All right. It's like you just stay it for a while. You lie in. All right. And then, of course, from this one, a verb phrase, take gentle exercise. All right. To take not violent, severe, or strong exercise. It's like stretching. You just stretch your arms. All right. It's not too extreme. Okay. Gentle from the word itself. Gentle exercise. Okay, so when we say feel refreshed, all right, to feel more energetic and relaxed. But also, this verb phrase could also you could also relate this verb phrase if you are referring into something like uwong, when you are referring to the drinks. Like, I used to drink soda, all right, to make myself feel refreshed. You could also use this verb phrase for drinks. All right. So how about this one? Of course, an adjective. We have the word. Please read.
To feel more energetic and relaxed.
Yes. How about this one? The adjective that we have at the bottom.
Doing or achieving a lot.
All right. Or achieving a lot. It's like being productive. All right. It's like finishing something. Like for example, that your goal for today is to clean the house. All right. So you could say that for this for today I become it's my productive day because I was able to finish all my household chores and finish my projects at school. All right, productive. So you can tell this to something that is your certain target on a certain day. It could be a homework, a household chore. All right, achieving something. All right. How about with this one? What we have right here is this. Huh. Of course, you're familiar with this one. A wrinkle. Mm. What do we mean by wrinkle?
A line or small fold in the skin, basically on the face that from as you get older.
All right. Is it nepnan? Is that how you say it? Nan? Nepnan.
Yes.
All right. So a wrinkle, of course, this is very common when we are referring to ongba, right? Our grandparents, so they have a lot of lines. All right. The wrinkle. All right, konyu wrinkles, right? Okay. So that's for the helpful phrases that we can have when we talk about the certain topic. Are you a morning person or a night person? So what we're going to do here, so actually the thing that we're going to do as for the moment is this is what I am going to do, Hong. So there are chances that I'll give you the vocabulary, and then after that you need to answer the question. Don't worry. I'll be giving you like some sort of at least 5 minutes to prepare. All right. So, and then after that, you need to present what you've made applying the helpful phrases that we have. All right. So, what I am expecting, Hong, is you need to apply the words that you've learned. All right. I know it might seem challenging, but in this case right here, I'm expecting too much because the thing that we have right now is, I mean, it has your translation already. All right. It has a translation on your mother tongue. So I'm expecting that, all right? I'm expecting that you're going to apply the words on how you talk about the topic. All right? So as you see, we are already connected in Zalo. So that's the reason why I'll be giving you the PowerPoints in advance. So in that way, so for next time, all right, so you can also browse it on your own so that when we have the speaking part, so we can just do it as the moment that we start. Okay? But since this is our first time doing this activity, so I'll give you time. All right. So here, okay. So I'll be giving you minutes to review. All right. So I'll be browsing them again for you. Okay. Maybe you can get a word that you can use for later. Okay. You tell me when it's okay that we need to switch to another set of word. Done? Done with this page?
Yes.
All right. Okay, this is the next one.
Yes.
All right. And wrinkle. Okay. So I'll be giving you 5 minutes to prepare for the question. Are you a morning or a night person? Oh, go on. As you see, All right, as you see, all right, as what I've told you a while ago. I don't want you to be very formal when you talk about your daily routine. So I'll be showing you this one so you have a reference. Just make it sound natural, not the thing that you define the meaning. It seems like you just copy paste on Google. No, I don't like those kind of things. As you see, the more they talk about this. Hi Hong, please prep. I'll be waiting for you. Tell me when you're ready, okay?
Here.
All right. It will be a good thing also if you could attach it on your chat box. You could also type what you're creating so that we have some sort of a record like you did this activity, like you do this activity. Is that okay? You
Yeah.
type type your paragraph in our chat box. Thank you, Hong.
Teacher, I'm finished.
All right. Would you mind? Can you copy paste it on our chat box so I can see if there are some errors in spelling, something like that.
Yes. Mm, được này.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Can you read your work, please? Okay. All right. Okay. I saw I saw a mistake already from the beginning. How do you say this one? Oh, this is a vowel. Are you going to use a or an? I'm
I am
an.
an
All
bird.
right. I'm an early bird. Although I like this one. I like to lie in. All right. I always wake up early. The first thing, I always make the I in capital letter. Okay, this will be helpful for you in writing. Okay, I always in capital. I do to welcome. The first thing I do to welcome a nice day uh, to take gentle exercise because I will feel refreshed after.
Mm,
All right, I will feel refreshed after. Okay, with this one, you don't have to say it twice because it's gonna be redundant. So you already referring that you are taking the exercise, so it's very understandable that that's what you meant. So you could just simply say that in right here, like the first thing I do to welcome a nice day. All right, do to welcome a nice day take is to take some gentle exercise because I will feel it will make me let's say it will make me feel all right refresh after after and I can be productive in studying. Also because I don't like going to bed. Oh, really? You don't like going to bed? But you're a
Um,
morning person.
I think I also because I don't like going to bed late.
Ah, that's the reason why. Also because I don't like going to bed late. All right. I often get up early. Okay, that's a good one. I'll give it a shot. Can you read it for me? That's a good one. Please
Yes,
read.
I'm an early bird. Although I like lying, I always wake up early. The first thing I do to welcome a nice day is to take some good gentle exercise because it will make me feel refreshed,
Refresh.
refreshed, refreshed, refreshed after, and I can be productive in studying. Also, also, because I don't like going to bed late, I often get up early.
All right. Okay, good. This is more natural. This one should be in small letter. Okay. It should be in lowercase, small I. All right. So with this one, so this thing right here, this is more natural. Unlike you tell what you're doing, right? With this one also, as you can see, you don't have you don't have to tell everything like the basic ones, right? If you could remember a while before that when we talk about the daily routine, they used to describing everything like brushing your teeth, eating breakfast. But in here, as you can see, the patterns that we have, you don't have to say all of them just to showcase that you have a lot of vocabulary. But in here, they are using some advanced words like gentle exercise, more advanced, unlike the basic one: have breakfast, brush your teeth. All right. You could also, do you still remember grab a cup of coffee? All right. Or grab breakfast. You could use that word instead of saying have. I remember when we say grab, it's like taking something in a quicker or faster manner, right? You could say, um, before I go to school, I always grab breakfast, meaning before going to school, you are eating fast, okay, to have your breakfast. Okay, good. It's a good one. All right. How about with next question that we have? All right. So what we have next is this. It says, all days are the same. Before we talk about it, what's your perspective? Are all days the same? What do we mean by that? All days are the same. What comes in your head when you hear that phrase? All
I don't
days,
know.
no idea. All right. It's like all days are the same, meaning all of them are, you know, because as we know, that's why we call them daily routine. It's like it's just repeating all over again. All days are the same. Do you agree? Is it the same?
No.
No, right? So it depends on you on how you can create something special on the other day, right? So in here, it talks about all days are the same. All right. So again, as you see, we have three perspective from three different person. Always remember that for every paragraph, they are different person. Okay. So in here, so I want you to analyze or take a look in some other examples on how they talk about this topic. So teacher first and then you. All right. So in here, take a look. So all days are the same. So no, I don't. On weekdays, I work 9 to 5. I usually go to work in the early morning and come home at around 6 p.m. And then I do nothing but watch my favorite TV shows in order to decompress after a hectic working day. But on the weekends, I either hang out with friends or spend this quality time with my family members. These breathes new life into my daily rigid routine. Favorite. Take a look. Take note. If you see this word like this, favorite color. If you see that they have letter U, all right. If they have letter U in the middle, this is British English. Okay. If you see that the spelling has letter U, British English. Without you, American English. So that's why we have you in there. So this is an answer for a British English. All right. So how about this one? Can you read the second statement?
Yes. Yes. I, I am a freelancer. Most
Freelancer.
of freelancer. Most of the days are the same. Every morning I go to the go to a coffee shop, sip a cup of coffee and work
Simultaneously.
simultaneously. After that, I hit the gym in the afternoon to get in shape, and then I have some me time in the evening. I usually look up after my skin and immerse myself in a real pet toner. It's only on holidays when I spend time with my nearest,
Nearest and
nearest and dearest. We either visit a nearby plane or dine in a restaurant.
okay, all right. So the next one that we have right here, I'm a tour guide. So for most of the time I'm traveling and I think every minute is different. each day I travel to a particular tourist attraction and meet up with new people, I don't really know what is going to happen in the next days. However, as I don't really fancy leading a monotonous life, I love the routine that isn't so rigid. Okay, now in here, you have a pattern, but always remember that the way you deliver your answer is also a factor. All right, you don't say it like you are reading something. So see, the way I read it, it seems like I'm really the person who's talking, right? So that's also important. Make it sound natural, confident, right? So in here. So what we have right here, by the way, before we talk about the blue words or the highlighted words, are you familiar with a freelancer? Mm. Freelancer. Are you familiar with freelancer?
No.
All right. Actually, when you say freelancer, they are the ones that actually by definition it's like self-employment. All right, so with this one, they are independent contractor. Either they work part-time, full-time, or per job basis. So if you're going to analyze, Miss Cha, what do you mean by that? All right, so actually this one, these are type of job that allows business, all right, or workers, it's like client base, all right. But actually freelancing, it's like something that we have right now on the, all right, on the internet. All right, thank you, AC. All right, so you can take a look on how AC translated that on our mother tongue, on your mother tongue. So freelancer, it's like you are your own boss, you control your time. It's up to you if you can say no to a certain job or offer. All right, so actually commonly for the work of freelancer, all right, so this is more common in online world. Okay, like for example, teacher, I am here in the Philippines but I am a freelancer because I am self-employed and I am working in Alaska in the company. The same with my husband. My husband is in the Philippines, but his job, freelancing, he is um, my husband's job is based in US. All right. So they are based on self-employment kind of jobs. All right. It's not the thing like you are waking up in the morning and then you go to the office and then you go back home. All right. So if you're a freelancer, you hold your own time. All right. So that's it. All right. So moving into what we have right here. So let's talk about the words. Okay. So we have here the idiom. All right. 9 to 5, meaning, what do we mean by 9 to 5?
The normal working hour in an office.
All right. So 9 to 5, meaning you enter at 9 a.m., you finish at 5 o'clock. All right. So is it the common time in Vietnam?
Mm,
It depends on the
yes.
scale. The same thing, 9 o'clock is the starting hours, because in Philippines it's different, of course. Like for example, 7 to 4, 7 a.m. you out at 4 p.m., or 8 a.m. you out at 5 p.m. All right, because in Philippines it should be 8 hours. Okay. How about this one? We have the verb decompress. What do we mean by decompress?
To come down and relax.
All right, to decompress. Okay, to calm down and relax. Seems like you have a very bad day. So to decompress, it's like, the me time. Do you still remember the me time? Doing something alone. All right, so hectic, an adjective to describe something very busy, full of activity. All right, okay. Is it banron? Is that how you say it? All right. Mm. How about this one? All right, to hang out. Of course, with somebody, meaning referring to a certain person. Appraisal verb, meaning, all right, this one, to spend a lot of time in a place or with someone. All right, hang out. Hang out with friends. Hang out with family. All right, hang out with my classmates. All right. How about this one? What do we mean by quality time? Hung.
Mm, time spent giving the full attention to somebody, especially to the children or partner afterward.
All right. Actually, it depends. In your case, you can have family time, all right, as your quality time because this is more, as you see, the examples that are presented are based on working people already. But actually, when you say quality time, that is an uncountable from the word quality. All right. It seems like you are giving your full attention. All right. It doesn't mean that you hang out with that person, but you are not paying attention. That is not quality time. All right. Take note of that. Maybe you hang out with your family, but it's not considered as quality time because you're always on your phone or your dad is watching TV or is your mom is cooking. All right. So meaning the attention is indirect. All right. So quality time, it should be in full attention to somebody or something. All right. So we have here another idiom. It seems it means like to improve something by introducing new ideas and making people more interested in it. Okay. It says like breathe new life into something. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about the next one. We have rigid. Rigid is an adjective, all right? It could be used particularly rigid from the word the rules, the methods. It means very strict and difficult to change. All right. Okay, of course, very easy. What do we mean by the verb sip? Sip. Like this one, sip.
To drink something, taking a very small amount each time.
Very small amount, all right? That's how it is different from drink, okay? For drink it's a lot, sip it's like you're drinking something but in a very small amount. All right. How about this one? We have the adverb, all right, simultaneously. Simultaneously meaning doing, all right, at the same time as something else. All right. Simultaneously, you are doing something, you are doing a certain thing on the same time. For example, I could say, I am teaching and drinking. So I'm doing this simultaneously. All right. Doing two activities at one. All right. How about this one? Hit the gym. I think we already tackled this in IELTS by Kit. A verb phrase meaning to go to the gym. To go to the gym. All right. Hit. Hit the book. All right. To go or to study. All right. Get in shape. All right. From the word itself, shape and condition. All right. So get in shape to stay in good physical condition, meaning fit. All right. To be in shape, to get in shape. All right. Okay. How about this one? Hong, what do we mean again by me time? What is me time?
Time when a person will normally very busy, relax, and or does something they enjoy.
All right. From the word itself, me time. This is a certain activity that you yourself alone are doing this. Hong, can you share with Miss Cha what is your me time activity?
Mm,
Do you have your me time activity? Because, for example, teacher, my me time activity is drinking beer and watching K drama, but only when I'm very sad. Okay. But my quality time is My me time is watching. I love watching Korean dramas. How about you? What is something that makes you relax or makes you happy?
I don't know.
Nothing?
I don't know.
How about watching computer games or
Um,
playing
my
computer
mom
games?
will come to the room and tell me.
Ah, so as for you, you don't have anything? How about your you don't do a certain thing alone? Because of course playing football, you hang out with friends, right? So
I think if my team lose, it's not happy.
yeah, all right. Okay. So for you, you don't have a certain me time because the time that you have is you hang out with your friends. Is that what you mean? Okay.
I think.
All right. Okay. But since you are at the stage that you're a teenager, so I want you to explore your me time. All right. So I want you to be very independent and don't rely on somebody else. You should think of a certain activity that it seems like very simple. It's like what makes you happy? I just stay on my bed and read a book. That's my me time. All right. Think of a certain activity that will make you happy alone, doing it alone. Eating my favorite food. That's a simple me time. All right. How about this one? Immerse yourself in something. All right. What do we mean by that?
To become or make somebody completely involved in
Involved.
something.
All right. To
Involved
become
in something.
or make somebody completely involved in something. Immerse yourself in something. All right. Like for example, I tend to do some cooking to immerse myself. All right. To immerse myself, to make somebody completely involved. All right. So how about this one? We have a real page turner, a noun phrase that describe a book that is very exciting. This is my favorite. Your nearest and dearest. Another term to describe your.
Not close family and friends.
All right. From the word itself, nearest, gan, right? Meaning close. Close to you, near. All right, gan. The distance is very close to you, near to you. Okay. So we have the word dine, of course, from the word from that certain verb. It is to describe or to eat. Okay, dine. How about what do we mean by tourist attraction, Hong?
Mm, a place that people visit for visual and interest usually while they are on holiday.
All right. Can you tell teacher what is the tourist attraction in your city? Is there a
Uh,
certain tourist attraction in your city or your nearby cities with you?
in my city, Greenberg Island.
Oh, what makes it considered as a tourist attraction? What can I do there? What activities?
Because it um make a lot of events for people to come here, and
Mm.
sometimes it have a firework.
Okay. So it has a very nice view. So you can do
Yeah.
a certain activity or you can watch fireworks. Okay. That's a good one. All right. Okay. So how about this one? So we have meet up with somebody. All right, let's do it fast because it's time's up already. So appraisal verb that means to see and talk to someone after making an arrangement to do so. Meet up. All right. Fancy doing something, a verb that describe something or want to do something. It's um like for example, I fancy watching movies with my nearest. All right, nearest and family. Like this one, lead a monotonous life. All right. So in this one, a verb phrase that describe to live a life that is never changing and therefore boring, monotonous, from the word monotonous, boring. Okay. So with this one, all right. So this will serve as your homework already. All right. So all you have to do is to again browse the phrases with your translations so you could be guided. You're going to answer the following question: are all your days the same? Do you usually have the same daily routine? Okay. You can also prepare in advance, all right, and the benefits of having a daily routine. So after we finish all about the daily routines, after this one is I will give you some sort of like a quiz, but I'll give you an option, or I mean choices, and then we can move into sports, into so we can focus again to the topics that we left from the last meeting. All right. Again, I'm just grabbing the opportunity that I've seen the book that has translation, which I think would be very helpful for you as you review. Okay. So again, for your homework, please browse your Zalo. I send you the copy of the PowerPoint so that you can prepare in advance for the following questions. Are we clear, Hong?
Yes.
All right. So, Hong, thank you for joining our class even though you're not feeling well. So, I hope you feel better soon. All right. So, rest well and drink a lot of water. Thank you, Hong. Have a good night.
Goodbye, teacher.
See you again.